So this is the final result. As you can see, the suit is finished. It's a heavy salwar and 3/4 length kameez, just above the knee actually. I've tried it on, but I feel a little bit unconscious because I've not worn a shorter kameez for a very long time, and I have put on so much weight. And looking at this mannequin, it just makes you admire it and think, oh my god, if only I had this figure. To wear a suit like this, you need a figure like this. And I feel embarrassed now. I definitely need to go on a diet. Okay, to wear a suit like this, you have to go on a diet. If only that was easy. Anyway, so there's a fast tutorial and there's a slow tutorial. For the slow tutorial, you're going to have to wait. For the fast tutorial, you can watch that. And I've really enjoyed making this, and I hope you enjoyed watching me make this. And I do hope that you will try out making something like this. Now, I was thinking earlier on today that, you know, when the designers design clothes, there's so many people wear the same design. Design something like this and you can happily say that you will be unique, because I cannot for the life of me think that anybody is gonna design something exactly like this out of the exact same fabric, use the exact same lace. So one-off unique item, then I would call something like this a unique item to have in your wardrobe and to aspire to have. And don't get anyone to make it you, because that's something that you want to do yourself. Okay, and you know what, learn from the mistakes that I've made, the slight bit of mistakes, and I promise you, you will do even a better job than me. Because you know what, I've got the added pressure of doing this whilst recording and whilst trying to make sure that everything is right, and you know, and it's the first time and I sort of do it randomly. I don't normally plan or anything, and hopefully, alhamdulillah, everything goes well. You know, if you have the good intention, then there's no reason. And even when you go somewhere wrong, there's always ways around fixing mistakes like this. And I'll tell you the little mistakes that I made in this. The neckline, I made it too wide, so I had to put an extra piece in there. But in a way, that's made it work wonders, because it's made it blend perfectly with this trimming that I used. Now the trimming initial intention was to cut it into 3 pieces, but because I used it on the neckline and because I also used it on the border, I ran out, so I had to cut 3 pieces, and I just about had enough. The lace I was short, and if you can see on the sleeves, I added sort of glitchy pieces in there just to, but that's going to get covered by the button anyway, so you're not going to see it. So that was, you know, even though it was a little bit short, I still managed. The salwar, I made it a really heavy salwar, so what ended up happening was I ended up running short on the chemise fabric. And then for the chemise, now I've actually gone and pinned this, so I'm not going to be able to show you, but even the chemise, I've joined pieces and I've managed to, you know, find alternatives. I mean, even things like, you know, if you look on the other side of this, I've used a different material just to trim it off. And even through the lace, you know, that little bit of material that you can see, because this is cut out lace, that's like a different material, but you know what, you can't see, and it's a little bit of a darker color, that one, so it actually does more, you know, more for the dress, if you can see. And also for things like, you know, bottom of the ponchas, I've used that material. So it's all these things that even though are unshort, you can compromise and you can always find a way. And you know, the best garments are made from the silly mistakes that we make. So don't worry, if you make a mistake, learn from it and perfect it. especially try and perfect this neckline, because I think this is a neckline that I actually like my necklines, something against. I don't like deep necklines. I always feel very cold on the back of the neck. So this is an ideal neckline because it's high backed and it goes around, and I'm going to do experiment on a couple of the shapes for the front. I mean, this is a neckline that I did very long time ago. You will find a tutorial, an older tutorial as well, if you look through the videos. I mean, this is just perfection, and I would highly encourage you to buy the curve, because that helps you a great deal in understanding. For me, it makes no difference whether I use it or not, but for someone who is just learning, then it's ideal. The other thing that I would highly recommend is these iron-on diamonds, and one packet did the whole of this dress. I used them on the border, bottom border as well, and I used them on here as well. I've not used them on the sleeves because I ran out, so you know, that's another added bonus. So do watch the videos, do leave your comments, and I hope to see you again soon on the white Bluchy suit. So at the moment it's a craze of Bluchy, and I have got, I think, 4 different ones, so I want to sew them all. You know, because if you get in a high, then you sort of like, it's that momentum, you know, you keep going and you keep going until the fizz sort of like goes out. So let's hope the fizz lasts for a little while, and it's not like Coca-Cola that it just stands for a bit and then it just fizzles out. Okay, take care, and I will see you again soon. Bye.